got in the car. I was driving him. I was the chauffeur. I said, Daddy. He said, what? I said, everything you and Mr. Slusher did was fine. It was just beautiful. I said, but who gonna preach the funeral? He looked at me with that beautiful smile. He said, you. You can do it, can't you? Yeah. I said, is that what you want? He said, why not? I said, okay. I said, it's fine with me. I want to thank everyone who have participated in your remarks this afternoon. Yeah. And I want to thank all these preachers for coming, and my family, and my friends, and my father's friends. I thank God for you. And I know my Father would be pleased. And I would like to invite your attention to the Gospel of John as it is recorded in the 11th chapter of John. Not complicated, not sophisticated, it's simple. Everybody knows it. Every little Sunday school child knows this story. And I want to begin reading at the 32nd verse. If you have your Bibles, when you find it, will you please say amen? Then when Mary was come where Jesus was, and saw him, she fell down at his feet, saying unto him, Lord, if thou hadst been here, my brother had not died. When Jesus therefore saw her weeping, and the Jews also weeping, which came with her, he groaned in the spirit and was troubled, and said, where have ye laid him? He said unto him, Lord, come and see. Jesus wept. Then said the Jews, behold, how he loved him. And some of them said, could not this man, which opened the eyes of the blind, have caused that even this man should not have died? Jesus therefore, again groaning in himself, cometh to the grave. It was a cave, and a stone lay upon it. Jesus said, take ye away the stone. Martha, the sister of him that was dead, said unto him, Lord, by this time he stinketh, for he hath been dead 4 days. Jesus said unto her, said I not unto thee, that if thou wouldest believe, thou shouldest see the glory of God? Then they took away the stone from the place where the dead was laid. And Jesus lifted up his eyes and said, Father, I thank thee that thou hast heard me. And I knew that thou hearest me always, because of the people which stand by. I said it, that they may believe that thou hast sent me. And when he thus had spoken, he cried with a loud voice, Lazarus, come forth. And he that was dead came forth, bound hand and foot with grave clothes, and his face was bound about with a napkin. Jesus said unto them, loose him, and let him go. We want to focus our attention on the 36th verse. Then said the Jews, behold, how he loved him. Well, those of you who knew my father, he was a very simple man, but he was a very powerful man.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
He had a lot of good traits about him.
Yeah.
One trait he had was kind of difficult to understand. Very secret. He never liked you to get in his business. But on the other hand, he loved to surprise folk. He just got out of joy. Out of surprising people. I know in 1973 I had to have an operation. Wintertime, it was in February. And I got out the hospital, I checked out. Me and Daddy come out the hospital, didn't see the car. Pop, where's the car? It's cold out here. I've been operated on. He raised his hand, he went. Here come his boss in a brand new Impala. He said, he said, how you like it? It was full of surprise. And I loved him for that. That's right, my dad. After I understood what he was all about. And when I was young, I told Mama one day, I broke down and I cried. I said, Mama, you love me. You just don't love me. She took me and she set me on her feet. She said, your daddy loves you. She said, your daddy loves you more than you can imagine. She said, he just got a problem showing it. I carried that burden for years. My mama used to tell me when he came calling on her, he caught her on the rebound. That's why I got all these pictures out there. He caught Mama on the rebound. Where love did the brown, grace did much more. Preacher had betrayed her and just left her standing there. But Daddy was dating her cousin. I pieced this up together like but he had his eye all the time on my mama. Secretive he was. He dated her cousin, but he didn't want her cousin. He wanted my mama. He had a plan together all along. He came by one Sunday. Mama was crying, she told me. She said, your daddy come to see me. I said, he did? I said, what did he say? He said he wanted to take me out. She said, well, I don't know. She said, I've been hurt. I don't know. And I never forgot what my mama said. She said, he told me, she said, I know you've been hurt. He said, that Negro won't no good. He didn't say Negro either. Being nice white people. He said, that Negro won't no good. He said, I tell you what, I got a Mercury out here that's a convertible. He said, I done cleaned it up and shined it up. He said, come take a ride with me. I'm going to buy you some ice cream. And she said, from then on, she said, love began to blossom. I love my father for that. By him being so secretive, that made me pursue. When I looked at those pictures, I said, my father loved my mother so much. You could see it. And when he got sick, he taught me more how to be a man when he got sick than he did all my life. He taught me how to assume responsibility and lay it upon my shoulders. Because he couldn't make a logical decision anymore. He didn't realize that he was sick. He went and sought medical attention and they diagnosed I called him in that heat spell. I'll never forget it. I said, is it hot up there? Man. He said, I'm down in the woods. He said, it's hot as hell down. I said, check on Daddy. He said, I will. I said, I'll be up. I found my father on the floor. Tell you what God's going to do. I'm going to preach here in a minute. I'm just explaining things.
That's all right.
So you can see the picture that I saw. I said, what you doing on the floor, Pop? He said, oh, I'm just resting. I said, yeah, I understand that. But on the floor? I said, why you on the floor? He said, because that's where the floor is. I said, well, you stay on the floor. I'm going outside a minute. And I dialed 911. And the same love that my father had, I discovered I had it in my heart. You know, God's a peculiar God. And God's just like my father. He's kind of secretive too. He puts something in you and you don't know you got it. That's right.
All right. Come on now, love.
Love, yeah. He puts love down inside your heart. He'll put courage down inside your heart. He'll put valor down inside your heart. Gideon is a prime example of that. Yes, he is. Gideon was thrashing barley at the wine press. You don't thrash barley at the wine press. You squeeze grapes at the wine press. And when the angel of the Lord came to him, he said, you're a mighty man of valor. If you ain't, why you got the barley at the wine press? Because you are more intelligent than your enemies are. You're trying to feed your people. Your people are being oppressed. Right. Whenever my father saw somebody being mistreated, he tried to help them.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
My cousin Wendell came up there crying. He didn't have a refrigerator. His refrigerator had burned up. He said, I got a refrigerator. He said, I'll give it to you. I was getting ready to go back to Hampton. I said, Daddy, help me. He said, don't worry, I'll help you. I think he loaded it by himself. Just backed the truck up to the porch, went inside the house, got the refrigerator and scooted it out on the porch, laid it down on the porch, and slid it up on the pickup truck. My father was a strong man. I'm half as strong as he was. We're talking about an 80-some-year-old man. You could throw a refrigerator around like it was a piece of toilet paper. And think nothing about it. Oh, how he loved him. Let's look at the text now. This here's a peculiar text. Have you ever really looked at it? You know, they say that Lazarus was Jesus' friend. When he first got sick, they said, Lord, he whom thou lovest is sick. Oh, my father got sick. And I, like Mary and Martha, I went to Jesus. I said, Lord, help me. My father is sick. Help me to help him. Give me the mind of the God of heaven to make a logical decision. Do the right thing. I've cried many a night. Give me grace and mercy, traveling mercy. I've traveled up and down the road for the last 11 months. Nobody tried to hurt me. Car kept on running. I kept money in my pocket. Nobody tried to